Well, I should get going. I should start this up because it's late enough in the day. But all right, let's get our bingo out first and foremost. First order of business. I hate how OBS does not play the transition the first time that I do it. I don't know what's up with that. It's driving me crazy. Like, maybe I should just do, like, a warm-up exercise before I start streaming if OBS is going to be like this. But anyway, I started more than 20 minutes late. Try 110 minutes late. In fact, a full 120 minutes late. But in my defense, I had to go into my office to get some security stuff taken care of. And it was a 50-minute commute back home. Because I just I just went into the office like a normal day. Because that's the reason that I work from home. Because, like, the thing about driving, or the thing about a commute, is one, it's like an hour of work that I'm not paid to do. Because it doesn't do anything. It's not a benefit to anyone, but I still have to do it. It's still time that I'm not, at home. But it's just work that I have to do that I don't get paid for. And also, it's the only work that requires, it's like the most focus in my entire day. Because, like, if I'm working on a computer, I can take my eyes off of it for like 10 seconds to, like, look at my phone or get water or whatever I want. If I'm driving on the highway and I look off the road for 10 seconds to check my phone, I'm, in court with 5 counts of vehicular homicide. So, oh, I know what I was saying. I was trying to say vehicular manslaughter. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like the only people who have jobs that require the same amount of focus as a car are people operating heavy machinery or, like, surgeons. Like, nobody else has a job that requires that level of constant focus for, like, half an hour or an hour at a time. And I don't get paid for it. Nobody gets paid for it. The surgeons don't get paid for it either, and they still have to do it. But anyway, I also got a picture for a new ID card. And, I gotta show you this. Let's see, where's the thing here? Let's get this. So it's like, oh, this picture looks pretty good. This is what it looks like, though. It looks like the mugshot for a guy who got arrested for eating his wife. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to my face that I was making that expression. It just looks like... Well, I mean, I don't know how to explain it better than what I just said. It's just a mugshot of a guy who got arrested for eating his wife. This is what cannibals look like. Like, you think he's a nice guy until he's not. Anyway, that will stay there in the event that I need it. I don't know what I'll need it for, but I'll know when I do. But anyway, the moral of my story is work from home. Don't let the man keep you down. And, I don't know, be privileged, I guess. Privilege is great. Okay. We're not here to discuss commutes and photos and office stuff. Oh yeah, other bingo thing that I need to put on. Where is doing work off stream? I didn't do any work off stream. In fact, I stayed up till like 3 in the morning fiddling with Prologue. Did video game die? What happened? Oh, I see. OBS and then that. Okay, so last time I finally did a bunch of stuff to make this area navigable. So, I don't know, let's test it again. That could be fun. So now this area, it needs, like, the player needs to have, like, an upgrade probably, either stamina up or the bubble shot would basically trivialize it. Ooh, dipped my toes in. Yeah, I think fixing some of the jank, well, honestly, it's good enough for the first pass. I gotta keep in mind that, I gotta remember that this is still all about, like, making sure the story is structured properly or feels good. Oh, you can just go this way. It's a pretty straight shot now. But I can just do more stuff with secrets and things. But yeah, now it's turned from like, I mean, well, nothing, because there's never been any gameplay here, but it's turned into like a fun little area. Okay, so have I actually talked to these guys yet? You recognize Nighty and Yomi, the two strange women who asked you to play messenger for them? Okay. Are you surrounded by guns? Okay. I should've... Well, whatever. I should have done some stuff, but I think what I'm gonna do is, for this quest, let's say for the first pass, I want more dialogue with the, prisoner. Because there's tons of stuff that I need for this, but I just don't care. Because I skipped over all of the dialogue in this, but I volunteered to deliver a package to an inmate at the Copper Crown prison. After 10 p.m., only one rifleman is on watch, and I'm safe to climb along the underside of the prison. And use the bridge leading to the fortress by climbing down from the cliffs. Did you get all that? Yeah, eventually, what I'm gonna do is just have the characters come down with you. And then you'll set up camp and do what have you. And I think that'd be fun as well. That could be a good opportunity for characters, or these characters, to talk to each other about stuff. Oh right, I forgot. There's no camera collisions enabled for all that stuff. Do I have... I don't even have my dang hover scooter. How would I get up here, realistically? So much of this game is still, like, not stuff. Like, that's like a kilometer straight up, and there's, like, nothing to it. Very weird. Well, not very weird. More like, I don't know. I guess we could say potential. Lots of potential, not a lot of content for the video game, though. But okay. Well, I've already made it quite a ways down for this, so... Wow, you can just really get rolling. Should I add fall damage at some point? I think I won't. Okay, so their suggestion was to wait until 10 p.m. I'm just gonna save here. And then gamer it. Well, you know what? This is stupid. Wait, he's supposed to be asleep. Jesus Christ. Why is this not working? I remember what it is. It's because I switched them to use the generic thing. So where's the guard? Okay, so how does this do with guns? If has node gun, gun.activate. If, let's do parent has node. So wait, is this the thing? How do NPC schedules work? Okay, body. So it does exist. So we're gonna do... let's just do like onReady var gun equals body.get node gun. Because I know that these exist. Oh. There we go. And I think travel wears me down a lot more. So I wind up having to take even more time to like mentally recharge. And now it doesn't work at all. Cool. Like this guy. Okay, he is pointing his gun at me now. He wasn't... Wait, what? Oh, I see. The angle at which he's shooting, or his angle of rotation, or the speed of rotation, is optimized for, like, distances? Or it's based on, like, yeah, it's a rotation per second, rather than, like, based on my movement speed. Or something like that. Yeah, so as I get further away, I become unstoppable. Or he becomes unstoppable. Like, his aim gets better. Okay, let's put that in the thing to fix, but for later. Features. Or let's put it in bugs. Make NPCs aim faster when you're close with some jitter. Let's just say with some jitter. So that way, like, there's always a slight amount of randomness to whether or not they can hit you. Because I think having that sort of randomness that's in the player's favor of, like, the NPC is trying as hard as they can, they just have, like, shaky hands. And the rules of what they do are as they are. Well, do I think this is any interesting? Or, Okay. Let's say... What would he say? Major quests, letter delivery... Where's the inmate? Crown inmate. So let's say opt equals 0. Let's say, are you allowed to be here? And she'll just say, I'd assume not. So, you deliver Package to an inmate. Package to an inmate. What should his name be? Let's go to translate. Oh, what should we do? Let's just look up random Georgian names. I like Valerian. Okay, so let's read through this again. Well, don't leave me in suspense in what way. I'm curious now. Send a package to friend Valerian. A friend in the Copper Crown prison. Okay, it's to Valerian. An inmate at the Copper Crown's prison. And let's say Valerian. Okay, so that is now the guy's name. So this is NPC inmate. This will be YLF as their faction ID. Wait, and okay. Then we can give you that code now, and I'll get that hat when you're down delivering the package. Then, so you'll find a man named Valerian in one of the cells. Ask him a question. I know how it'll be. There should be some sort of cute code that the player can learn. So, ask him... guess it should be one of those those cheesy, like, spy questions. I'm saying, I guess be... If he says... There's so much information here. Like, this is all stuff that would... what I want to do is I'll spread this out over the course of the actual gameplay, where basically one of them comes, or both of them come down with you, and then have you do all the hard work. But, like, half of this, like, a little segment of this information would be, like, before you do it, and then you go down, and then, like, you set up camp, and then, like, all of this stuff is there. That'd be good, but also for later. Let's just make sure that it's noted in here of, like, break up that huge, gigantic pile of dialogue there. Letter delivery. So let's say break up the huge chunks of dialogue with some simple, or with gameplay. Because my brain isn't even in the place to read all of this. See, I'll also lower this down a little bit. Okay. So how do I deliver this pack? Because I need to figure out where to actually put his name. Jackie, where? Okay. Oh. In the third cell, the south. And climb into the cell block from below. There should... whatever. Ask him this question. Oh, we already have this. And then we can have that. Actually, what if she doesn't? Let's just say, assume you don't want me down your code phrases. Well, because because this means that Jackie canonically has written down her like itemized receipt of who she's like these careful notes of this like spy business that she's doing. We'll just assume that Jackie's notes are really like more abbreviated than what the player gets. You know, the journal is a hypothetical construct, combining Jackie's memory with what she's actually written, blah blah blah. You know, it's the same explanation as like all the little guys are the same because Jackie's racist and can't tell them apart. Are you allowed to right here? I assume not. Oh wait, I have a good idea. So let's do crown inmate. It's a bit hot out, isn't it? Admittedly, ideally what I would have is the player or the character changes visual names, but I don't want to bother. Well, actually I can bother. Let's just have inmate. And then we'll set his visual name, so it'll be like stat. So otherwise stats. Jackie, or like Valerian intro. The inmate, and we'll have actually here here, and then Valerian intro, name, speaker, set, visual, name, Valerian. And his ID will still be that, so that's good. So he'll ... and then... What did I say? It's a bit hot. Be specific. Extract raising. Okay. So this way, you can't get any nefarious spies, or you won't accidentally give the secrets away to somebody who's just claiming to be Valerian, which I could do, but what I'll put instead is other inmates that you can ask this prompt to, and then they'll just be like, what the hell are you talking about? It's always hot. Or like a bit hot. You know, so that way you're good. And I could also have the ability to like say like this is Valerian or this isn't Valerian. But I'll just say unwelcome or letter delivery. Valerian's secret passphrase. Other NPCs to prompt ask this question. Ability or challenge the player to figure out this is it or not. I'll just memorize that part. And that phrasing do I want more information here? Do I care that much? Like, do I really find the politics of this country that fascinating? I guess it'd be good to expand on, but not good enough that I'm gonna do it now. I just want this to feel like content that could actually be in a game. So let's use a note, and then this, and then that. A bit hot out, isn't it? Gets colder when the water comes. I suppose I shouldn't say. I've been asked to deliver a package to you. And let's just have, like, you should... let's just say... Let's just have that. Okay, and then the player can make their getaway by just completely diving off the cliff. You know, I don't see why everybody else has such problems escaping this prison. It seems pretty easy, actually. But yeah, I've been thinking... Basically, the only traits that Jackie has that allows her to be, like, more competent than other people is the fact that she suffers no fall damage and her, like, insane brashness. Simply because, like, she respawns when she dies. You know, unlike most people. She doesn't really get why other people complain about death so much when, you know... Like, doesn't everybody respawn? It's the gamer privilege. Okay, this place is too big. Look at these doors. They're like 70 feet tall. This is ridiculous. But okay. That's kinda it. Honestly. Like... I mean, for the first pass for gap filling stuff, I don't care that much about the rest of it. And let's say, actually, so, let's go up to more of this stuff. So, guns. Have you ever, let's say, have you ever heard of the Liberation Front? So the player, if they have, what if I was gonna say, what if I actually require the player to pick a note here, but I don't care that much. Or that's gonna put, it's a balance of trying to figure out how much I want to put on the player. Because I can get arbitrarily difficult with these, like, notes, where, like, you know, a person says something, and then you have the ability to pick a note to contradict that specific statement, or to, like, augment that specific statement. But I think that's not what I'll have in the base game. Or, like, the main through line of the game. But okay. Let's go to quests. Major quests. Old Feeling. Borstad. Liberation Front. So if we have any notes about the Liberation Front, like global has notes Liberation Front. Otherwise, then you took over. Life got worse for almost everyone. Country's been falling apart. Let's see. Hospitals have closed, there's food shortages, plagues. Now that they're here, hospitals are closing, there's food shortages, and all they can do. Let's just say that. Okay. They never wanted to run the country. Let's just say they never... Now that they're here, hospitals are closing, there's food shortages, and all they can do is shoot anyone protesting. Yeah, that seems fair. I haven't. We're trying to bring to your cause. So it's notes. So this will now be Liberation Front. Interesting. Or no, this. The Liberation Front is a group of Qazis to take control from the Emirates to, I guess, Liberation Front. The Liberation Front is a group of Qazis trying to take control from the Emirate. Yeah, that seems fine. But ever since the Emirate took over, they never wanted to run the country. They just wanted to tear it down when the Veilers were in control. Now that they're here, go on. Closing there's food purchase, and all we can do is shoot anyone protesting and let's just say that's fine. I'm trying to figure out if there's better, or if there's more specific things I can say, because, like, ooh, the evil empire is took over and everything sucks, isn't really, like, interesting. But I suppose there's enough specificity in, like, yeah, no, like, hospitals are not functioning. Like, you can't go to the grocery store and get food. Like, there's specific tangible criticisms that they have, or specific tangible problems of, like, these are not people who have governed a country or know how to govern a country or are interested in governing a country, and they just wanted to basically inflict their will on other people. But I guess that's good enough. So, are you assassinating people? And let's say... yeah, because... I suppose it should be, like... not this far. Yeah, let's say that the front... through the marshes without Let's just say, like, is it armed conflict? Or I guess, what would she even ask? Like, what sort of things are happening? Is this an armed conflict? Let's just say that. Say full. Yeah, because Bralna is not like a very important province politically. It is for Jackie's perspective in the game, but like, because this is canonically like just a very small, low population area as part of a larger country. So if we go to the map. So like the capital of this area, or the capital of the country in the game is like, it's not this is the capital of the province. It'll be like hundreds of kilometers like one way or the other. I don't actually know. And so this is just a peculiar little lump of it that has historical significance because of the tower. But otherwise, they just kind of let it alone, or leave it alone. Not this far from the capital. Bralna isn't too strategically important. It's not a very big province. Out here it's mostly sending pamphlets and things like that, but it's good. And the Emirate doesn't have much interest. Not a very big province, and the Emirate doesn't have much interest outside of the tower and the train station. We just... It would be... Rashad. So let's ask where that is. $200. Almost to, let's say almost to the ocean. So is it dangerous to base yourselves in such a visible place? Well, I guess this should be, why do you live on such a precarious rock by the waterfall? Wouldn't that attract attention? It's too hard to get soldiers and supplies past the Copper Crown, so they don't bother for now. Whole town. Trying to get soldiers and supplies past the Copper Crown, so they don't bother for now. Probably some spies, though. That girl at the market was watching me a little too closely. Let's see, I'm not going to be on some sort of watch list for coming here, am I? Let's just say up 10. Plus your Baylor. International incidents, if they... Well, that's probably not going to be useful. Gamer doesn't bother... Yeah, okay, I think that's all good. And then all of this is fine. And maybe I can even have a lot of this, like more of this like cramped, or like put us in these asides rather than all of it being like, you know, all of the explicit political or politics of this fictional country. Because like... Well, because basically any good story is just about making interesting stuff. And so I find stuff, like I find fictional politics interesting, but a lot of people don't. So the nice thing about having this video game is that I can make it any level of detail that I want. So let's say, like, for example, this. Does that warrant the coded messages via courier? So, like, for example, this one. So this will be like, codes. So we're going to send a package to a friend at the Copper Crown prison. We needed to come up the cliff anyway to climb... Wait, what am I saying here? Okay, let's go through this. Was this what all the messages you had me sending was about? Oh, wait, I can actually skip all of this. Maybe. Or let's say, in a way, yes. Well, don't leave me in suspense. In what way? I'm curious now. Well, in what way? Do I care about this? How can I put more of this dialogue in these little asides? Because I think players will consume more dialogue if it's like an active effort to get it. You know, like I think they're tempted to find all of these more than they are to read every line of dialogue as just a conscious or as a continuous stream that is like passive. So I wanna wordsmith this, even though it's not strictly necessary. In fact, that is technically this. Oh yeah, and I should show the little bingo card that I don't need to do any of this, but I do it anyway. So the entire country's been falling apart ever since the Emirate took over. I see. So what sort of actions are you taking? So, was this what all those messages you had me sending was about? We needed to come up the cliff to climb down the elevator from above. Or I guess... Okay, I think that's all fine. And then we'll do like a forget codes here. So does that warrant the coded messages via courier? Okay, we need to come up the cliff anyway to climb down to the elevator from above. I know. We needed to get above the copper crown, our prison, because the best way, only way in without access to the elevator is via, or is by climbing down to the bridge. Are they able to make such a climb? Should they be repelling cliffs and breaking into prisons? Alright, so what if I helped you deliver your package? And let's say this as well can be a little passive thing. I assume you don't want me that. Oh yeah, and let's also have this here as a separate thing. Oh wait, no, so the player actually needs all of this. So how do I deliver this package? You said something about rappelling down a cliff. Yes, the elevator up the Copper Crown is supported by a sort of bridge. You can get onto it from the cliffs above. We did that a few years ago, but there's a rifleman at the bridge. Something I discovered, though, they don't have enough men right now. They only have one sniper looking over the entire prison after 10 p.m. When night comes... let's just say 10:30. When night comes, you can climb down to the bridge, walk around the fortress walls, and climb into the cell block from below. You'll find a man named Valerian, who's in the third cell from the south. Ask him this question. A bit hot, isn't it? Or a bit hot out, isn't it? Remember that exact phrasing. If he says, it gets colder when the water comes, that's your guy. And then Jackie can say, I assume you don't want me writing down your past or your code phrases? And then I could... well. I think a really interesting idea would be to have, like, one side of the page... so, like, in the journal, to have, like, one half of the journal be, like, handwritten stuff. And then the other side to be, like, what Jackie remembers based on that note. But that'd be... I should probably... well... That'd be interesting. I won't do it though. I'll put it in features as like a could ship. Of basically have Jackie's real notes on the or in the journal. Basically very short ambiguous notes that the player's journal or that serve to jog Jackie's memory for the gameplay notes. Because basically, you know, Jackie's not writing these entire paragraphs of things every time. This is just what she remembers based on her real notes. Because otherwise, I think there'd be sort of a funny, or a player that's thinking of it literally will be like, well, you know, I'm a spy, basically. And I have, like, these detailed, itemized receipts of, like, I've been tasked to break into the prison at this time to find this person. Oh wait, and I should have letter delivery here. Oh wait, I do. Okay. So crown package. All right, so we have this. Yeah, good enough. What should I do next? I guess I should just go to the next quest. Like, that seemed... Oh, wait, no. I need to go up to 57. Yeah, I think maybe even next pass I might, instead of working on... So, I'm divided on whether I should do performance next or, like, more art stuff. Because I do think the visuals are more... Well, yeah, I should probably do visuals. Because I'd give more dividends of, like, just feeling good. Because the game doesn't run terribly. It has stuttering. And it sometimes goes down less than I'd like. Oh, wait, no. But yeah, even with the streaming and everything, it's running at 100 FPS out here, so it's not bad. Oh, I keep messing these up. Because yeah, I mean, I've been thinking of all sorts of crazy things, like replacing GD scripts with either like C or D or C# or whatever. Something you win, so we should do that. Alright, let's say that's going to be here. Something. Do the quest. Good luck finding Valerie. Take care. And then let's have you the pass phrase. We did. Will soon enough if we can do anything. Or if he can make use of that package. What exactly did I give him? Well, we probably couldn't tell. Yeah, good enough for now. I don't care that much. Okay. Thank you again, Jack. Did you want to talk about anything else? Or did you want to stay and chat for a bit? Not at the moment. Actually, let's say perhaps later. We'll be here. And then I should be on. Going now. Okay. And then let's just have hello again, Jackie. On your mind. Just checking in. Take care. That was it for. Okay, so now let's see if these work. So if I do save here, that okay. Hello again, Jackie. What was on? Oh, I keep forgetting to put question marks for questions. Use a note. This. You said you knew my mother. Wow, golly. Suppose that's all for now. Okay. In fact, let's just have, like, suppose... So we're just gonna have, like, a skip exit. I guess it'd be, like, back. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So that means that now there's some very basic framework for dialogue there. Yeah, some foam would go a long way with this. Maybe a little, well, sound effects, all that obvious stuff. Right, and I still need to figure out why the camera is now tracked to, like, the center of Jackie. Where'd my dang phone go? Or no, phone. Lantern. Because I talked to the guy. Oh wait, no. I just gamered it up and just ran past the guy with the gun. But okay. So that now is, like, this quest brought up to a bearable level of or, like, it gestures toward the interesting thing, and that's really all I can ask for at this point in development. You know, 2 years into the video game, things are finally gesturing toward interesting ideas. Okay, yep, dot. Some fixes and fills for letter delivery. Okay, so the next thing to do, so that's basically done. Yes. So I play tested and gap filled those, I think off stream. Captain Redford. Nightlight. The Tree Tower. Okay, so I guess next up will be Redford. Let's go to him. So that'd be teleport 74? Not quite. Set time 10. There we are. So eventually I need to add back the NPCs that were for the train. In fact, let's just have that now. 063, I think, is where the train starts. Ah, I see. 0, maybe it's 75. It's either 75 or like 64. There we are, okay. Okay, so that's that. Active entities. So let's have NPCs here. So these are going to be our train guys. Train 1. Train 2. This will be like conductor, a friendly ID, train, or like locked train. Because they're both gonna have the same dialogue sequence. But one's gonna be... Well, I guess they don't need it then. Train. Train quest intro. So yeah, they'll both just have the same dialogue. And let's make sure that that train quest intro does what I want it to do. Good, okay, so they should both have the conductor then. Okay, so that's all good. Okay. So now this quest should be enterable from this end. And then also I should have dialogue for him to interact with the NPCs. That'd be funny. Oh wait, I'm out here. Set time 10. Teleport to chunk 60. What was it? 75? That looks just ridiculous. Yeah, it used to be that I accidentally deleted all of the train cars that went back like this far, which is unfortunate, but oh well. For now, it's fine to just have a short train. I mean, admittedly, it is also a lot of train. Oh. Now they're both the conductor, though. I have a good idea. Worker. Let's just say both. So that is conductor turns to you. Blah. Oh wait, no. These should be fine. Yeah, whatever. These should probably be two separate dialogue trees, but... Let's just put in here. So just as a task for later. The train dialogue, if you have Redford following you. Sounds like the music died. It did. Let's see, is that in here? Music dies. And also, I need to use the bathroom, so I'll be back in a minute. Enjoy the music while I'm gone. Oh, I thought the music stopped for some reason. I guess there's just an extended period of silence. But okay, let's have this shuffle. So hopefully it actually will shuffle. Oh wait, surprisingly, this is the first time in like weeks that the actual playlist has worked. Anyway, do we have in here? Let's talk to these guys. And also for the train dialogue, if you've dialogue depending on if you've seen specters before. So like heard the name, fought them, etc. Because it'd be cool if like the player can go the entire game without like beating any enemies, and then like, you know, hear and like get unique dialogue for that. And also just from like the logical consistency point of view. Because that's something that I really want to have in the game, is just like the feeling that no matter what you do, the dialogue in the game reflects like the actual played experience up to that point, rather than what I imagine the player has done. So like any assumptions the game makes should be verified, and then there's different dialogue if they aren't true. Okay, so he has his dialogue, and I've seen it plenty. So I'll not tolerate such abuse from a skull with legs. State your business, or she'll deal with you. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. I mean, admittedly, saying blah, blah, blah to my own dialogue isn't very promising, but I think the dialogue is definitely going to be the part where I should put work into making more of it skippable, like I said. In fact, I should put that as like an overarching task. So I guess that'd be in like, I don't know where that'd be. Let's just create task. Make more dialogue, or make dialogue more tree-shaped. So this will be a won't ship, and it'll be like ongoing dialogue. Basically, more optional branches. Less long sequences of, or less long linear sequences. Let the player expand what they find interesting. Because basically, I don't want the player doing what I'm going to do, which is just skipping all of the dialogue. Okay. So let's not dilly-dally. The manor is by the canyon, hardly a click away. I should play good video games. I guess I am actually, because I'm still playing Chrono Trigger. Admittedly, I think I mentioned it last... Did I mention it last time? I got to the Golem sisters and beat them. And the Golem sisters are the first, like, I'd say, like... Well, I just didn't like the fight. Because it's either completely trivial or like extremely difficult based on a really like non-obvious thing, which is basically if you use fire, she does a fire attack, and if you do use, well, basically the way they worked was you attack them and then they retaliate with an attack of the same type, but for some reason the attacks of fire type and water type do like a fifth the damage of the lightning or physical type. And it wasn't like I min-maxed my resistances or anything, it was just those attacks are just like way weaker for no reason. So all I had to do was spam those 2 attacks and then I won. And admittedly, they were also weak when I did them, so it was really slow, but it was downright trivial. There's something wrong here. Yes, your soldiers left decades ago. There's only the blasted specters here now. The survivors must have taken refuge inside. Quickly. I've got the key, but my hands are rather stiff. We don't have hands. Stop it. Stop with this nonsense. Just take the key and open the door. He wiggles a key out of his breast pocket. So eventually he has to have clothes. Like, because he's going to have some sort of, like, tattered clothing on him. Then we can open them. Marvelous. Now let us find my men. Right, where in the blazes is everyone? They're gone, I've been telling you, and you haven't explained how you became a Spectre. I've told you who I am plenty of times. I'm Captain Nathaniel Redford of the 6th Cavalry, recognized by His Grace King August the 9th, December 8th, 1251. It's 1302. Wait, can you feel that? What? Air. There's a nasty draft in here. Because the house is falling apart, there's sand everywhere. No, it's not flowing outside. Air is going behind this shelf. A secret passage? Help me push it out of the way. You both try pushing the shelf. It's locked in place by some mechanism. Your suspicion seems well founded. This is a door, all right. Perhaps there's a lever or what have you. Nice. And yeah, this is so much more convenient than like my ridiculous kick to unlock doors system that I had before, where it was just like implicit that some doors were locked. Because I think I've talked about that as well, where like these prompts create like ambient knowledge. Wow, and they're also not level. I guess I won't fix it for now. Let's do main story, medium. No, wait, where the heck is my stuff? Quests, major quests. Captain Redford fixes. Door prompts are still not level. Because I think I explicitly tried to do that. But yeah, because like this just like boom, locked. Okay, I understand now. And I would press Y to open it, but it's locked, so clearly I can't. No tutorial or anything required. Like, that's why I actually made it so that some machines I had to remove the prompt until you actually learned about it in-game. Or I had to make the prompt, like, strange machine rather than the actual name of it. But okay. You touch the aged map. For some reason, the whole frame rotates freely on the wall. So then we can rotate anti-clockwise, or we can do Captain Redford. This map rotates on an axis. What should I do with it? Most intriguing. It may very well be a mechanism for the door. Have you tried flipping it right side up? I'll try and see what happens. Rotate the map anti-clockwise. You hear a click through the walls. The map no longer rotates. So it was a passage. Excellent work. I never caught your name. Jackie. Short for Jacqueline, I presume? Yes. Well, Jacqueline, it appears we're in a puzzle box. A devious labyrinth of unknown purpose. They're more common in this region than I'd prefer. We must find my men. They may have been trapped in this evil place. All right, Captain. If I humor you and help you find your men, will you agree to stop harassing those workers at the train? I promise no such thing. Well, I'm curious what's at the end of this all the same. Oh. Manor hallway key. Open. Have you found anything more? I found this key in the kitchen. Do you know what it opens? It looks small, probably the hallway. That's all for now. Then let's keep looking. I'm sure there's a way into the rest of the house. It's a lockbox. Oh, it has a note that says E35 on the top because the game isn't complete. Enter the first digit. E35. See, eventually I need to actually figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of this. Because, like, who built this? Why did they build it? Why is Redford here? Like, what is Redford's interest in this place? Because I think it could be... Because if it's something to do with the medium's relationship with memories. What does that mean exactly? Like... Because the medium creates AIs based on memories. And this specter is basically the memories of a guy put in a machine. So it's like the opposite. And then this place is a house built on the memories of the house. Like, this manor hasn't actually... Like... This manor would have been, like, leveled in the war. Probably, I think. Or taken over, or some sort of target, or something like that. So, like, why is it here? What is it? And also, eventually I need to make the estate look more interesting. But, like, what is the history of this place? What is its significance other than as, like, the place where Redford, like, and his men used as a holdout? I suppose we could have Redford, or, like, prompts so, like, you can go up to things and then Redford will tell you, like, about who lived here? Let's just say that. Like, the manor. Why was it built? Does Redford know the owners? Or, like, original owners? And, like, what is the point of being here? Because those will help me also think of, like, puzzles that I can have here. And also, like, actually think about why this is supposed to be, like, an important part of the game. We should get back to the manor and find my men. Because I guess the major thing that Jackie learns is that the specters are people. And the bones are their money. And then after that, though, like... So, like, what is the relationship? So, like, specters were people? Kind of? And, like, what is the fleshing out of that, even, as well? Oh. Have you found anything more? Nothing yet. Oh, wait. Oh, I keep confusing that for a thing. Let's use an item. Large manor key? Found this key in a lockbox. Okay, so, first of all, once we've already unlocked the gate, don't I have that in fixes? Dialogue depending on if you've seen specters. But yeah, I think I have that in here. Check if doors are open. Yeah, okay. I have that already. When you open the door, advanced phases if you don't show him the key. So yeah, that should be done. Because then nothing here makes any sense. Where are the sandbags? We boarded up the windows weeks ago. Windows. Where are the provisions? And I'm removing this because basically he mentions later, like he points out later that the house has no windows. We just have to find the next part of the path. What path? What proof do you have there's a path? All we know is there was a servant's path behind the cabinet. What more are we looking for? Trust me, Jacqueline, I've got a feeling, I suppose. There is more here. It's clear the manor was renovated since I was last here, but whoever it was is long gone now. Have you listened to a word I've said this entire time? Right, this is sort of lame. So, entire time. Because I skip over this dialogue regularly because it sucks, so I'm just going to remove it. Let's be... I guess that works for that. Because, yeah, a lot of the dialogue here I thought was cool. And upon further inspection, lame as hell. I don't like it. And sure, that might be stuff that other people would like, but this game is for me. Like, this game will have like 5 sales on Steam. I don't need to worry about hypothetical customers and what they would hypothetically like. If I don't like it, it's gone. Okay, it's clear the manor was renovated since I was last here, but whoever it was is long gone now. Have you been listening to a word I've said this entire time? Let's open up the rest of this manor. So we don't really need that line there. Or we don't... We could just have that... Yeah, let's have that not here. Oh wait, no, that's fine. And we don't need this. But we do need this. Or it's clear. I presume the basement was your doing? Okay, so what is this now? So Redford... No. Innovation... plus... stat... Redford... discussed... innovation... There's more to this place yet. We shall continue. Okay, and here also... more... I think bad poetry. Let's just have this. Because I'll do another pass on the poetry as well, because I do like the idea of Redford being very metaphorical in his language and also just outright having poetry, but I'm not very good at poetry, so I should probably go back to the kitchen and make something good instead of like very trivial garbage. We must find the next passage. Is this... The next door is open. No riddle this time. I just had to flip a lever. Okay. Let's say this, actually. Your acrobatics are most impressive. I would have assisted, but alas, my shoes have worn too thin to keep steady footing on this metal. You sigh. Of course, Redford. Okay, and then here, there's this stuff. So, and here they are. What? What is it? Everyone. Every soldier who died on this sand. I think for now, what I'm gonna do... So isn't this like 052 still? Yeah. Admittedly, this one has been a lot more cutting stuff than bringing stuff in, but I guess it's my Marie Kondo sensibilities. Remove things that suck and are bad. Mesh, instance, and then put things that are cool and awesome and epic in there. That's what she says in her book, or whatever it is. I've never actually seen anything about or by Marie Kondo. I just know that people were mad that she recommended donating books that you don't read, which, I mean, as someone who has dozens of books that I don't read, it's a completely fair point. Like, you don't need so many books. I don't need so many books. But I do like them. So I'll have them anyway. And I think that's really, you know, that's all we can ask for in our day-to-day life. There we go. Here's our cool, why isn't our sphere working? Oh, I know, because it's a resource. Okay, everyone. Every soldier who died on this sand. Pardon me, how do you know such a thing? I don't. It's a feeling. Those are the only words that can come out of my mouth when I try to describe this... everyone. How did they get here? To do something epic here. Wow, that's great content. This is how you came to be, isn't it? I died. I remember it. I remember the flash of white, or maybe black. It was gunfire from the cliffs. There are so many caves in this horrid place. I knew the scouts should have searched deeper. Fools, cowards. They go as deep as your bravery will take you. And then I was in the desert, walking. Like it was mere seconds ago. I thought I'd just barely survived the chaos. He makes an almost sigh sound again. It's confusing. I can't recollect how long I've been like this. Why would I have come into being now? I think it's time for us to part ways, Jacqueline. Are you sure? Quite. I've got a lot to think about with my new body. I figure I should travel around. No doubt I'll have trouble back in Valen, but perhaps the natives have seen this before. Until we meet again, Jacqueline. So yeah, not much going on in here yet. So I should figure out how much of that I want in here, because, yeah, this place doesn't actually... well, no, I said I have some ideas for how this actually, even the content as it is, fills out the game. Or, like, what little lore is in here gives the player some perspective. Especially, like, the strange relationship this machine has with death. I suppose that's the question. I think that one... I probably need to do some more, like, thematic stuff for that. Because it's... I don't know, for the first pass stuff, because that's due, like, in a month, so I think that's good enough for that. And I know Nightlight's probably going to be fine. Because really the last one is the tree tower, and that's still spoilery stuff. So what I'll do is I guess just do a quick playthrough of Nightlight. Because that's like a 10-minute quest right now. And I know what I'd want with it. I'm just not going to do any of it. At least not yet. And I think... well, I keep bouncing back and forth. I've said before that I keep bouncing back and forth on the idea of, like, showing this to publishers, like, getting other people to help on it, because on the one hand, I don't know if I care enough to, like, do all of the work myself, but on the other hand, if the game is actually successful, I have a lot more to gain from doing it on my own than I do from... like, than I gain from, like, having other people help me, basically. Of, like, I don't really need people to help me, it would just save me a lot of time. But I have all the time in the world, basically, because I have a day job. Where is... Hover Scooter? So a nice feature would be to mark on the map things that the player hasn't seen before, or like their most recent notes. So let's put that in here as well. As, and I'm pretty sure it is actually map. Automatically remove map markers when you get a capacitor in a place. A small map. Let's just put, like, highlight most recent map markers. Like maybe like the 3 most recent map markers, like something like that would be really... would that be simple actually? I guess maybe it would be. I would just grab notes until you get 3 locations. But in the worst case, I'd have to search through like every single note that you have. But then again, if that's the worst case, you probably only have like 5 notes. And for maps, I need all of them anyway. I guess that'd be fine. Well, I guess it should just say, like, new place. Like, there should just be a list of things. So let's just say, like, keep track of places the player has seen on the map. Highlight places that have not been on the list, or that are not on the list. That's more obvious, because then the player's going to be confused of like, well, why is this map marker red? Where, like, if it just shows up as, like, red and flashing for a little bit... Oh. Oh, these are all night-fearing NPCs. Okay, so let's do... node. Or like var gun. If body.has node gun. Gun equals body.has node gun. If gun. If gun. If gun. I mean, this is admittedly a case where, like... ah, well. It'd be better to have some sort of, like, more compositionally thing for that. Oh, wait, I didn't save since last time. Oh, well, I'll just teleport to 12. And what other things do I have in Nightlight that I'd want? Because there's tons of things that I added, I think. Let's set this. Okay. Teleport 12. What was I even looking at? Right, the to-do list. Tree Tower, Persephone, Captain Redford, Nightlight in Another Life. This one's gonna be fun. The plan. Features. Okay, Nightlight. Let's see what's in here already. Functional deadline, medium, persistence, masks talking about Balter. Didn't I do stuff with the medium? I guess I did some minor visual stuff. Oh, that's something that I should have been testing more. Of, like, going to the medium after you interact with the place. Actually, hang on. Let's snooze and lose. What does the medium have to say about our life so far? You said. So that's what she looks like. Introduce Mum here. Thank you for the to-do game. Let's introduce Mum here. Wait, this seems new. I guess... Look... normal. I guess... Well, wait, hang on. How did I die? Oh, we already have this here for the native intro. Oh. We already have this stuff. We do. Intro. Alright, hang on. Let's go all the way back to the top. We do. Why can't I find literally the thing that I found the first attempt that I searched it? Like, what did I... Oh, it's because I deleted it. Okay. So... Okay, I see. We have post-war. We have all this stuff. Let's just do... To do more specific intro. And then we're gonna have... post-war... Mention... main speaker... activates... Let's do mentioned 30 speaker activate ruins otherwise main speaker activates stone not stat mum / introduction subtopic native intro stats medium / Kazi go to and then also here to do more specific intro because basically this is the generic thing here. Let's do Little man. Where's the little man? So it should be in like a game. No, where should it be? Illusory mum info. So I think it's global mum human. Let's do that. For now. And so where do we do this? Go to Serdi, go to post-war. Oh, we already do that. Wait, then why does this have, like... Why does this not have something here? Oh, okay. To do introduce mum here. Okay. I'm an idiot. Go to native intro. So, like, more specific. Okay. Oh, and we should also have plus stat. Mum slash full size. Oh, right. I was confused for a bit. Okay. And also... Let's make sure. Okay, so that works. And the waking up still does not work. Wait, let's also get our Oh, hang on. Oh, dang it. It was zooming out, like, uncontrollably there for a bit, but sadly, it stopped before I could reproduce it. Or, like, pause the game and debug it. I think it must be some subtle bug with, like, the input system. Well, I guess I shouldn't discount, just maybe I did something wrong with the code. But okay, let's get some suspicion. Cover your hair, you're a guest. I don't have any sort of headscarf. There are shops all over the city selling them. I mean, I guess this hat actually does kind of work. And also, realistically, it'd be more of a village thing to have your hair covering be... Well, I guess it depends on the emirate. Or the fact that this is a city that is specifically controlled by the emirate. Like, it's not like another... I guess I could just have another town... Well, there are other towns in the game. Yeah, and eventually there's also going to be a more modern, like, East Crab Hill. And it's going to have basically the same level of government control, but it's just not going to be in the walled part of the city. Yeah, honestly, I think what I'll do next is just play with the visuals and make some fun-looking stuff. Well... No, the part that I'm still uncertain about a lot with the story. I've activated some sort of enemy. But where? Where is it? Oh... Because in the quest, there's an enemy that's standing in here. But it's invisible. However... I think that's kind of interesting, actually. I'm gonna keep that. It's like Jackie's spider senses. Her sixth sense for when enemies are nearby. And that's just to say that I don't want to do what I should have actually done from the very beginning, which is that enemies should have a signal when they're alerted, and then the player gets the tutorial prompt when an enemy is alerted to them. Because right now what it is every enemy, or anytime the player moves, there's like a process player distance function that's called by every enemy, and they just like, I think they actually just call a global function if they are within a radius of the player. And then that decides whether the player needs to see the tutorial prompt. Well, I should actually do the quest instead of thinking about things. I've done enough thinking. Now it's playtime. Okay, so I basically need to offend the guards, disrespect Islam right in front of them. Okay, I also got a comment of someone asking me to remove a Quran from, because I had a devlog where I said there's a giant Game-O Gumbo, and in the Game-O Gumbo there was a Quran, and they're like, please remove the Quran from the soup, which honestly, fair point, I probably shouldn't have religious texts in soup, but I just told them I'm not going to, because that'd require deleting the video. Because there's no, like, way of, like, re-uploading even, like, a chunk of a video, which I guess makes sense. But yeah, in the future, there will be no religious texts in food. I think there will be no destruction of religious texts in the videos. Because I didn't even think about it, but yeah, it is kind of disrespectful. But if I have to choose between my views and respecting Islam, I'm sorry to say the views will win. Okay, but I'm not going to answer anything until you tell me why I'm here. You either answer the questions or you don't. Oh wait, I'm actually gonna, like, completely fuck myself if I don't do this. Okay, I came to the medium in Vashar. Where'd you go to Vashar for that? What is your mother's name? Terasild? And yes, before you ask, I'm well aware that's not her full name. That's what she put on my birth certificate, which before you ask, I didn't bring with me. Okay, hang on. Let's go to Nightlight, because I'm seeing here... that's not what I wanted. Why is there... Why is the spacing... Like, there's like a billion... Oh wait, I know. Whole name. Is there a tab in here? There is. Pushy. Okay, he looks stunned for a split second, then shakes it off. What was that? I don't know what you're talking about. Did you know her? No. So are you interpreting for them? No questions. He and the soldiers have another brief exchange, probably explaining what you asked. He and the soldiers talk for a few minutes. What do you know about the missing people in town? Missing people? I'm surprised you haven't heard. Very surprised. People have been going missing for 2 weeks. People are afraid to go out at night. I hadn't heard anything of the sort. It's a good thing to be aware of. The city is dangerous as of late, but we'll find what's happening soon enough. He and the soldiers talk for a brief while, then leave the room. You wait and wait. Oh yeah, fading out doesn't work anymore. Yeah, that was a dumb choice. Just add the ability, like, because basically I made it so that fading out fades on top of the UI, but to do that I had to break how it fades underneath dialogue UI. So I just need, I guess, just a separate way of fading out. Or like, how the hell do I do that? Okay. Ability to fade out under dialogue. You wait and wait. Feels like hours before they return. To do, you're held in a jail cell overnight. Okay. Because we were held in the jail cell. Do I want to do that now? I'll do that later. I find it hard to believe I was a suspect in your investigation. Okay. Are you sure you don't know Tarasild? You look like you did. He has an indecipherable emotion as you say your name. I don't know her. Stop asking. That's not a face saying I don't know this person. It's just how my face looks. So you're half Yukazi then? You don't look... Well, no. Your eyes are Yukazi. Are my mom's eyes the same color? How's the investigation been going, besides arresting me, of course? Stop asking me questions. Goodbye, then. Get out of here. I'm on night patrol. What exactly do you hope to find out here? Oh, it just straight up... I keep seeing you wander around at night. I'm starting to wonder if you really are involved with this. Do you want any help with your investigation? What, from you? No. Yeah, so that bug is still there. There's so many bugs. I don't care that much. Probably what I need is something... I need an NPC that can tell you about the strange light. Or I guess I can have this light here. Just as one that's like... Let's just have that. Let's go to... NPC... No, schedule... what am I looking for? 012. Because we need our little dialogue thing. Okay, so we need our scheduled light. This needs to have its own separate thing as well. Scheduled light resume, scheduled light pause. What? Where do I enable the dialogue thing? Okay, start challenge, end challenge. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so this interaction set enabled. Let's disable that. Because this thing now... Distance light, scheduled light. Yeah, so this thing needs its own schedule. And I wonder if I can make it so that it calls a method on the parent. Because that way I don't have to have so many different like nodes here. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. Let's do export node path var method scheduler, or like object path, and then we'll have onReady var. Alright, and this will also be by default node path dot. And then onReady var p equals, what will it be? So this doesn't have, oh, it does have a schedule, okay. Oh, but I'm just realizing that means I still need, well, I'll just have this. So onReady var node, or like act or like player object. What the heck do I want to call this thing? Calling object equals get node object path. There we go. Because then what we're going to do is instead of calling on self, wherever we call, so here, we're going to do calling object dot call. There we go. So that way I can just have this, like, enable and disable its actions very easily. Because it'll just set enabled true, set enabled false. Light, green light. Main interaction will be the light itself. Wherever that is. Oh wait, no. I guess I can do that. No, I can't do that actually. Enabled on, enabled off. Green lamp. Alright. Function enable. Set enabled true. Function disable. Set enabled false. And then for our little schedule here, we'll have 2, and then these will each be arrays. Wow, they put them at the very bottom. And then these will each be 2. And then they'll have float, string, float, string. And these will activate about the same time as these ones. So let's say like off time, on time. So like let's say like 4, oh no, let's say like 5.5 to like 21. So basically at this time it'll disable itself, and at this time it'll enable itself. Okay, so now we can go to nightlight, and we can go to the light, and we can say note. Oh wait, no. Let's do like main speaker dot get errands dot light enabled. And this will be, why is this light green? Well, something looks odd about the light beyond just the color. Otherwise, so basically, why is this light off? Is it broken? There's a broken street. Grab, hill, night, lights. Okay. And then let's abolish nodes. And this will be for grab hill, broken lamp, and we'll have up here main, or like stats, grab hill green lamp, string green lamp. Note. Wait, no. And then let's do main speaker get parents lights enabled. Strange green lamp. And then otherwise. Wasn't this lamp green before? Were you seeing things? Okay. Now we got billion cool things, cool new things. And then here, we'll exit. Alright. Let's see if this dialogue makes sense. So we're gonna save here. And also let's double check that this schedule works, because I think, you know, if all the other lights are on and this one's off, the player should be able to investigate. And then, once the player has that, I don't know. Calling object.call. Non-existent function disable via call in base timer schedule.gd. Oh, right. Because this thing, I didn't actually change it to be something else. Interaction. It's nice of Godot to actually, like, warn me. Usually it doesn't do that. Okay, so does this work? Oh, right. It only shows up at very late times. So what time is it? 8:52. I think it should be open now. Let's do, like, scheduled light. Schedule. So this should be 6.5 maybe? Oh wait, no, not that one. 20, so 20.5. And now it should actually work in a few seconds, because I'm manipulating the schedule directly. This itty bitty little walk. Oh. If I walk just subtly enough, Jackie doesn't move at all. So is this gonna go or not? Hang on. Eventually I should make it so that they only move, or the schedules only update, like, when it's time to do things. But then again, it is kind of useful to have just a slightly random offset to the schedule. So why is this light off? Is it broken? It's awfully dark out here. And then, you have a note. And then let's have that. Be up here, so like, where's Balter? So should I have this? I'll just have this there. Because eventually, I'd like to have something good with that. So let's see, notes, lampware, global stat, or like global.task is active, night lights. Broken lamp. Alright. There's a broken street lamp in town. Why do you care? Let's just say, I don't know. Seems eerily, it just... So one of the... There's maintenance people to fix broken bulbs. Okay. So that's good. Have I said okay 3 times? Have I said this 3 times? Am I ever gonna say this 3 times? But okay, have I done any of these yet? I don't think I have. I probably did this at some point today. Is this... No, none of this was really unplanned work. Okay. The bingo card is very important. But honestly, I guess... I mean, I guess I'll just see the quest through. So let's speed run this quest then. Because it's getting close to 10. Then again, I did go to sleep at like 4 a.m. yesterday. So I could certainly go for longer. But I don't want to. Alright, where the heck is our guy? Because I want, well, a good thing to do. Set time 2 a.m. Then we can see that. All spooky. The other lamps... Oh yeah, the other lamps work. That would be spooky for players. Like, it's just barely visible. That is... Ugh. If players see that, they're gonna be terrified, I think. Why are you fucking moonwalking? I keep seeing you wander around at night. I'm starting to wonder if you really are involved with this. Okay, so we need to see that dang old spooky light. Saw something strange by one of the street lamps. It's the one with the green light. Green? One of the street lamps is green? Yes. Alright, I can come take a look. Okay, where are you, guy? What in God's name is that thing? It disappears when I move around in the light. Points to something in the corner. It moves. Run. Oh, wait. I don't really have a gun for this. Why is everything so fucking jank? Why is this broken now? Why is the... like... Guys are moonwalking. Okay. Why was Walter moonwalking? Why is Beauty not falling over when it dies? Okay, so it was a specter after all. I've seen them become invisible before, but never so effectively. This is a grave discovery. Thank you for your help, but we'll take it from here. There could be more of those creatures roaming the city. I'll get back to my night patrols. A strange green lamp. Should you tell someone about this? Is it normal? I mean, we did tell someone about this. Okay. Let's get Ask Vulture again. So you're still out on your night patrols? Yes. There haven't been any new missing people, but... Oh. Bye. Let's search for buy throughout the whole game. I can buy. Just buy. Would buy. To buy. Buy earmuffs. Okay, not here to buy. I'd like to buy. Could I buy? Okay. I see. You were asking about your mother, right? Have you finally had a change in heart? Change in heart. Why did I say that? Where did I search? There. Roll F. Change in... Yeah, change of heart. Don't be snide. I was looking at the official archives, and I was able to translate some papers for you. What sort? Not much. I found some records from when she lived in the city. She gives you a handwritten translation of some sort of census from 12? What did I... So 12... So it should probably be... She should probably be like 19, I guess? So like 1271? Let's say 1271. You have your mother's full name. Tara de Kaitar Mashle Silda. You also have her exact date of birth, March 21, 1251, which would make her 51 today. Let's say... Thank you. This is some excellent information. Falter. What? Did my mother do something to you? Is that why you won't talk about her? You know what? Nah, you know what? Yeah, I'll actually put this in here. So let's do like a go-to. So this should be mum real talk. Well, no. You know what? I think the player should have to try for this. You still can't help but think. Something. But maybe he'll open up later. Feel he's hiding something. How did he know where to look? Why did he react when you said her name like that? Let's just say, like, notes, falter, / mum / open. So yeah, we'll use this as our stat here. I still think Falter knows something. And then we'll do plus set mum, Falter. And then we can also abolish the notes when we do all this stuff. Global, abolish, notes. That. Falter / mum / open. Okay, so you're half Yakazi then? You don't look... Well, no, your eyes... Oh, wait, no. Okay, anything here? So yeah, I still feel he's hiding something. Okay, you're awfully persistent, you know? Like her in that regard. She certainly wasn't as talkative as you, though. How did you know her? He sighs and tells you. 30 years ago, Balter and Tara met, and soon after became good friends. Why do I say Tara and Balter so much? They shared a common trauma from the war. Tara's parents and sister had died in the fighting, and Balter's mother died in a refugee camp. Many people have stories of the war, but she had a sort of hardness that I felt in myself. We were very similar, I thought. However, they began drifting apart as Balter became involved with the faction that eventually became the Emirate. The last time Balter saw her, she had converted to Christianity and was due to leave the country with a Veiler. I'm sure you don't fully understand, but the Veilers were the very face of evil. They tried to destroy our entire country. To abandon us and leave with one of them, it was unthinkable to me. I don't think I can ever forgive her for such a thing. And let's have some more stuff here as well. So, like... yeah, let's put some more of these here. So, like, why did you work with the Emirate? They were the only... I think Balter is very confident and like a very confident advocate for the Emirate. But let's say... yeah, let's just keep writing. Let's go a little late. Only people... they're the only Akazis who are willing to take over. Overthrow Emirates. I met them when I was in the I met some of them when I was in the refugee camp. They were the ones... let's just say it was clear. Oh wait, no, they were the only people who could overthrow the Veilers. I met some of them when I was fighting at refugee camp. And we were... well, what were they exactly to him? When the war ended, the... was still in place, and I helped into the the government got... so this puppet government was also incompetent and corrupt, so I think that's where, like, as the government's corruption started to, like, have more and more tangible effects, the Emirate was able to overthrow them. Okay. That seems fine. Let's just say thank you for finally opening up about this. And I guess I'll put this up here. And let's add plus stat mum/info. I guess, oh yeah, that's fine. I just had a cool idea. I could do note plus mum betrayal, mum post-war, mum info here. And that way, I don't have to have so many things. Oh wait, no. That wouldn't work, because basically this is meant to be like a one-time key of like, if this stat already exists, don't put another note in the journal. But I wanted to use it as like, you know, the first one's the most important, but then also add all of these stats as well. But no, then it'd be ambiguous as to like what I mean with that. Well, I mean, I know what I mean, but... because I could just have it be that the first note is the important one, and then the other ones are like secondary notes that are added but not checked. But oh well. Thank you for finally opening up. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. In fact, I think it'd be funny, so no, I feel horrible in fact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Actually, I think he should exit here. I'm sort of... I kind of do whatever with the journal notes, where some of them are big enough where I think the entire conversation should end when they're done, rather than it going back to whatever the player was talking about beforehand. So I'll have to think about that as well, because I typically have a habit of only using back with those, but sometimes it is better to just completely exit the dialogue. But okay, I guess that gives me stuff. And now the player can, like, mull over, like, well, is that reasonable for her to leave? Well, I guess it is reasonable, but it's like, is it reasonable for him to be mad about that? Spooky. Okay, I think that should be it, though. Yeah, because I've done a lot. So let's do Captain Redford and Nighty. So, fixes and fills for Captain Redford and Nighty. That's a good term. Saying fills for just these little dialogue bits of just like, because there's so many that are left. Because yeah, I think maybe what I'll do is then tomorrow I will do another offline stream, and then Friday I'll be back online, or offline stream, offline work that I record. Because basically I have like a whole like secret, well, I have one video, but eventually it's going to be a whole secret series of videos that I'll use for all of my cool stuff. And I'll release those when the game is actually done, or at least in a state where I don't feel like they spoil anything. But okay, I think that's going to be it for today, because it's already 10 p.m. But I'll see you Friday. Bye.